Okay, why you ain't stop and get some when you was gone?
Because why you ain't cook?
Because I'm busy.
Busy? I mean, you been in the house all day.
Okay, and I got to take care of kids. I got to wash clothes. I got to clean. I got to go to football practice. I got to pick up for football practice. Then after that, I got to go to football training. I got to keep going. I didn't have time to cook.
But when you had a full-time job before I was working, I was doing all that. I ain't complaining. I still cook.
Okay, well, I'm not you. I'm not you. I can't cook every day. Like, you should be able to respect that I did everything else but cook. Like,
what black
you
woman?
could have brought some food. Don't use the race card.
No, I'm about to use it because it's deep. This is a deep situation.
It's not that deep for you to use.
Think about what you're saying. What black woman don't at least make cornbread once or twice a week for their man? Dinner at least four. I'm gonna say 3 times, and I ain't even push. I could really say 4, but I'm gonna say 3 times a week.
At the end of the day,
you ain't even make me dinner yesterday.
Okay, I was busy yesterday.
But today's Sunday. I put an overtime shift and went in to work.
Okay, that's fine. I was busy today too.
So you ain't even cook Sunday dinner for the kids?
No, the kids ate. You just not gonna eat. That's why I say you should have got something on your way home because you passed all those food places. And you could have just got you something.
I pass food places every day, Abigail.
Listen, it's not that serious. Like
no. We ain't even about to do that. We not about to pull that. Not that serious though.
Right now.
We not about to pull that.
Do you want me to go get you?
No, I want you to cook me something.
Okay, I don't have time to do that.
So what you about to do? You busy?
Yeah, I'm busy.
What you about to do?
I gotta help my kids with their project.
I can do that while you doing that.
No, you can cook, and then I can help them with their project. Like, I'm not with that cooking stuff. You're gonna have to find somebody else to do that.
We night vision, man. Usually this would probably be light, but I had to do a quick turnaround at work, so got off like at 6-something, 6:30. Had to be back at 6 a.m. But yeah, on a serious note, yeah, man, you seen the video in the beginning with the brother, and we talked about paying all the bills, housewives. I did a couple clips y'all will be seeing, or if y'all haven't already seen them, with women talking about, I'll be a housewife, and men don't want a traditional woman no more, and they don't want to work and let us sit at the house and do nothing. Let me preference that. Said when those women, my grandmother, I remember my mother told me about my father's mother. When, she said, I have never seen that house dirty. He said, your grandmother used to have that house spick and span. I never seen it dirty. And me thinking about it, only time it really got dirty is when, it was like a multiple people staying over there. Like me and my cousin would be over there. Cause usually it was just me. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, because my 2 other cousins that spent a lot of time, they became teenagers. So you already know they hit the streets. We had a nice little gap between us. They were teenagers. And for the most part, I was in the lane of my own. I had a cousin that come from North Carolina. We spent time. He'd come for like a week or 2. Every now and again, my brother would come over, but mostly it was me. So it really never really, even then, she kept it spick and span. If one of my other cousins, he would wake her up. He was a toddler or, young kid. He would wake her up and she would get up and make pancakes. Whatever we wanted, she would make from fucking scratch. You know what I'm saying? So she always cooked. My grandfather, she always cooked, goulash, whether it was beans and whatever the fuck it was. She always cooked. The house was never dirty, never nasty, never none of that. So a lot of them, they didn't really, I remember they had a clothesline. In the summertime, my granddaddy like, hey, hang that shit on the clothesline. We gonna save the energy bill. My granddaddy, when they was kids, or even after that, in the summertime, he would turn the hot water off. So a lot of times they was, a lot of them women, and they always worked. Don't believe that cap. A lot of the women always worked. That's a cap. Even in slavery, they was working. A lot of them had to cut the chicken off, pluck the chicken, wash their clothes on the hand board. They had to make shit from scratch. They didn't have an air fryer. You know what I'm saying? They didn't have a dishwasher. They didn't have a Swiffer. They had to do a lot of that shit. A lot of the sewing the clothes together and crocheting and sewing and a lot of that homemaker shit. They was doing it themselves. Watering the plants, planting the plants. They had a full day of doing stuff. Now y'all don't have to do that. The chicken's already pre-done for the most part. You can cook. You can season it. You ain't got to pluck the feathers out of it. The meat is already ground up and You know, you got all these different machines, so it's not that hard. It's not hard at all. And, you know, she's always saying, well, I ain't got time to cook for you. And, oh, the kids do this, do that. And most of the time, them bitches that be at home sitting on their hands, not doing nothing. Trust me. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the kids ate, but the you know, and what the Bible say. And that's another thing that a lot of brothers been bringing up online is that, you know, a lot of black women, they don't preach what they don't believe what they preach from the Bible or what's in the Bible. They put their children first, but in reality, they put themselves first. But you know, let's just keep it for the sake of what they say. They put the children. Oh, what about the children get to play first? The man, what does God say? The God and the man, God and men in that order. Wife, children. So this dude pays all the bills, working 6 days a week, working on Sunday, and she talking about go get your own meal, or I can go get you something to eat. And you paying every bill, and man, the worst thing you could do is have a woman that's a stay-at-home wife that never earned it. Now, if she earned it, she put her work in, yeah, then retire her. I think Selma Hayek, or I think that was her, she had a baby. Her multi-millionaire, 100-millionaire, billionaire boyfriend, she tries to be a stay-at-home wife. He said, hell no, you gonna get your ass out there and work. Go back to work. Once you start letting a woman stop working, you know, and I get it if you got a young infant and all that, that's tough. But I think that's a two-man job. Let me say that first and foremost. Both men and wife should form that connection with that toddler when he's young. It's a team. You should be getting up, making those bottles. You should be getting up with her if she breastfeeds. Yeah, you should be getting up. And that's just my opinion. You should be helping as well, too. Because you need that bond and that connection with that child. Okay? But you do all of that, and what do you get? And you know, thinking in his head, he's willing to give up his children. He's willing to give up all of that just to be a single man in a studio, 1-bedroom apartment and have his way. He probably think about all the money I could have saved. I could be cooking for myself, having different women. You know what I'm saying? I'm too tired to even fuck this chick. You know, all types of shit. That's what he's thinking. I did that a little bit. It's a waste of fucking time. Let me keep it a being with you. It's a waste of fucking time. It's a waste of fucking time. You don't get no cool points. You don't get no love for what you did. You don't get, you know, no credit. You don't get none of that shit. You don't get none of it. It's a fool's game. Especially when you're dealing with these modern women, it's a fool's game to sit there and allow them not to work. It's a fool's game to sit there and allow them to tell me, oh, you gotta take them to football, bro. All that shit ain't hard, bro. My mom did it on her own, bro, to keep it a being with you. And I ain't saying that you should do it on your own or nothing like that, but my mother did it on her own for the most part sometimes. And a lot of times, them women be at them football practices and they be fucking them coaches. Let's keep it a being. So 9 times out of 10, she probably cheating on dog already. I'm telling you that right now. Been there, done that. Cheating on him. Oh, you don't spend enough time when you get caught, you a sucker. When you do shit like that. These women ain't making meals from scratch. He just asking for 2 or 3 times a week. She should be cooking 5 times a week. They make that kid shit seem so hard, and the kids don't know the numbers, colors, shapes. They not up to the book code or nothing like that. You know, they don't know. They ain't. And that's your job as a parent. And I'm gonna do more videos about that. How a lot of people say these teachers ain't this. If you don't care, why should the teacher care? You know what I'm saying? If you don't care, why should the teacher care? But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link in the description, join the Patreon, peace.